Rakai is a perfect example of a modern day jester, and we are the modern day kings, but it is a wealth switch to where he is actually the richer one and we are the poorer ones. Think of Rakai. What do you think about it? He's obviously an entertainer. He acts very stupid, dumber than he most likely is.
In all sport, to make a strong artwork, that's how I would define the sneaker equipment.
For engagement, for reach. Think about a jester. A lot of jesters were actually smart, but they entertained for the kings and queens and they made a lot of money. One thing that people don't know about jesters is
they were also responsible for diffusing tense situations during court, having the freedom and protection under the law to even mock other members of the nobility. Their profession made them not only an entertainer, but also a trusted advisor and a critic of the monarchy, being allowed to speak their mind where others could not.
Damn, you 31?
Yo, excuse me, 30 years old, Loso is 31.
So y'all both 30 years old with no family?
So by this means, Rakai is a modern day jester, but not really. He's actually most likely dumb as shit, right? That's why he's getting a lot of hate, because he makes a lot of dumb decisions, and it does reward for him because he gets the money from it, from him acting out kind of like a jester. But the thing about jesters was they're a lot smarter than they are, because they knew a very key manipulation tactic and a tactic to get ahead in the world. Never reveal how truly smart you are.
No one likes feeling stupider than the next person. The trick then is to make your victims feel smart and not just smarter than you are. Once convinced of this, they will never suspect you have ulterior motives.
Jesters have perfected this, never showing your full hand, and this is something everyone should have. Even the Bible says, even a fool is smarter than a man who always has to speak, right? That's how the quote goes. Because when you reveal how much you know, people have something over you. They know, oh, he knows all this. Think about it. You go in a room full of rich people, right? And you want to learn something from them, but a lot of people fail because they go in there, oh, I know about this. I know about investing. No, you really should act like you don't know nothing. Be a sponge, absorbing everything. That's why I also say go back to a childlike sense of mind where you want to learn everything. Ego and knowledge cannot coexist. They just can't, because it ruins the process of learning. Because if you go in there act like you know everything and you know everything, they're gonna be like, oh, he doesn't know, we don't need to tell him. But if you go in there eager to learn, they're more willing to tell you. Especially older people, they love to talk, especially about things they're passionate about and helping the other generation. I have tons of talk on my YouTube. I'm on live right now. This is kind of a fourth wall break. Everyone loves to talk about life, talk about how to better help each other. People are naturally like that. And if you are like a sponge and will absorb the information, you will be able to learn more. Should we all jester max? Should we act a certain way, act dumber, act probably stupid, act like Rakai to get fame? I mean, yeah, that's true. Machiavelli says the end justify the means. So even if you have to go on live and act stupid, act like a clown, it will grant you money. Am I gonna do this? No. My whole content is about self-improvement, getting smarter, right? But again, I always quote that we can learn something from anyone. I'm using Rakai, I'm using jesters to further this example, right? Do act dumber though than you are. Don't act stupid, because people don't just like stupid ass people. But when we're in the room talking about investing, or if I'm in a room with a YouTuber, why would I go to a room with a famous YouTuber and act so stuck up and act like I know everything? I obviously want information from them. I should act like, oh, I'm a little YouTuber. What's any tips and tricks you can get? I'm not gonna go in there, oh, I'm a YouTuber, so I know this, I know that. Then they're gonna be like, dude, I'm not gonna tell you nothing. Become a sponge. Don't let off too many. I like to think of it like, don't reveal the cards in your hand. You're playing Uno, don't reveal the cards in your hand, man, because once they know your cards, they know your moves, right? Not saying you gotta, it's trick and manipulation. It is a manipulative tactic. You don't gotta deceive it, but use it in your back pocket. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. We're 500 subs by the time of this video. We are live right now again, another fourth wall break. And if you like the thumbnail, if you like the style of editing, if you just like hearing my voice, you think I'm a cool guy, whatever. And if you want to talk on stream again, we stream every single freaking day, which is a lie because Saturday I'm not streaming because I have prom. But we stream almost every day, making the thumbnails, editing, talking to each other, having a great time. Peace. I love y'all. Stay great, and maybe Jester maxing is the way in 2026.